Hello Aries, welcome to your Libra season reading. This is Lemmy here, back with another message. Damn, I just forgot that fast what I was about to say. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Aries energy reading for Libra season. This will be talking about the 7th house, to the sun being in Libra. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, as this allows the channel to grow, as well as other people to get the information in this video. Please leave a comment below if this video resonated and how it resonated for you as well. And any social media or if you would like to book a reading, information is available in the description box below. I am grateful to be here. I'm feeling good. Today is the first day of Mercury retrograde. So let's let this go off without I want to say without a hitch. But you know, the movie Hitch was a lead character of a Libra, Will Smith. And I really like that movie. I love Libras, especially freaking September Libras. But anyway, so Aries, 7th house, relationships, agreements, law, justice system, kidneys, balancing emotions between yourself and worldly obligations. So the 7th house, number 7, has to do with spirituality, separation, and it's a divine number as well. So for you Aries, with Chiron being in your sign, you are healing the ego that you hold. Wherever you have Aries in your chart, you're healing the ego that you have during this Libra season in regards to relationships. So that means like balancing out situations and where in the past relationships where you may have been attacked or manipulated in regards to a relationship, or may have gotten violent, even if that was the case. Now it's like you have an opportunity, especially during this retrograde as well, that just started, to reassess how you show up in relationships, as far as like how do you identify with relationships, and do you identify yourself in relationships of all kinds. And I just thought a Libra card too, and with that, overstanding allows your relationships to grow the way that they need to, because you're not constantly in a identity crisis when it comes to, this is where I end and this is where you begin. You can also start to detach from things and understand that detachment or separation isn't a bad thing. It actually increases your ability to be true to yourself. So let's see, what message do we have for Aries angel guides during this Libra season? Sacrifice, drinking more water, I see, and that will allow you to help transform the balance that you feel within your body, so that you can take on your worldly obligations, your responsibilities better. Okay, what message do we have for Aries? All right, so first card out we have is Aquarius, I know. Okay, and then we have Venus, love, which is currently in Scorpio during this Libra season. Virgo, I analyze. Okay, so we're going to use what we learned in Virgo season. And the last card we have here is Jupiter return benefits. Okay, Jupiter is sextiling. We got 7th house, which is the house Aries energy is in during Libra season. So wherever you have Aries in your chart, we're going over relationship identities. How do you identify a good relationship? How do you identify a bad relationship? How do you know that this is a good relationship for where you are presently, or if this relationship was something that you used to appreciate when you were younger and you didn't know better, or is it raising the value of who you are now? You want to be mindful of that. Allow yourself to analyze be able to discriminate between, is this relationship elevating me, or is it taking me back to a place that I used to be and I don't want to visit anymore. And then at the end, we got Jupiter return benefits as the outcome. So with this retrograde in Jupiter, it is like Jupiter like dropping off gifts to whomever has fulfilled a certain requirement with Saturn first, because Saturn is also in Aquarius too. So we know that we have a task at hand when it comes to evolving in a higher, a higher identification of who we are and what we do and what our life purpose actually is. We're divinely connected to our highest self. And if you're divinely connected to your purpose at all times, it allows you to build a relationship better with yourself, so that when you do analyze relationships, you know that you're coming from a place of self-love and self-worth and having equal give and take, Libra, reciprocity, and Jupiter will bless you with gifts of partnerships of all kinds that will aid you in not only growing the type of partnerships that you can have, but also growing in the quality of friendships, romantic relationships, marriage, business partnerships, any type of partnership, the partnership that you have with your spiritual life, the partnership that you have with your family life, the partnership that you have with your, how you take care of yourself, the relationship that you have with your yard, your food, all of those have to be analyzed and examined. So let's look at this Aquarius. I know, we got the Lovers that jumped right out with the Sun card. Okay, so you already know what good decisions you are making, or what decisions are going to be good for you to make, because you've already been illuminated to an overstanding. Here's your energy, Aries, what you need to turn your back on and move forward with. So you're aware now, and you allowed that opportunity that Saturn and Jupiter being in Aquarius is gifting you with futuristic details coming to you to let you know whether it's a dream or, the feeling of like deja vu or synchronicities. Like you're receiving those from guides and ancestors to let you know, like, okay, this is the path that's lit up for you to go down. So go ahead and move in that direction. Like your awareness when it comes to that is getting bigger. So let's look at the Venus love, because this is what we want to pay attention to. And we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we do want to be careful of, being more drawn to, illusions rather than facts, with Virgo being here on the other side of this. So we may love how someone makes us feel. We may love how someone, creates a vision for us. We might love how, this TV show looks. We might love how things visually appeal to us, but what death has it created in your life, or what kind of death will it create in your life? And if it's not creating any death, then we want to analyze, because the Ten of Cups is complete wish fulfillment. But if you only being fulfilled completely when it comes to something that can easily be not taken away from you, but if it can be easily if it can easily cause you to be distracted from your purpose, or distracted from things that matter more to you, if it can, mess up your priorities in your life, then you want to reconsider that. But because, again, going back to this I know card, you got the Lovers and the Sun card. So there's definitely a relationship or a foundation that you're building when it comes to relationships that allows you to not be afraid of completely giving yourself to a love relationship. Like you've had to overcome a lot in the past that, again, you had to turn your back on. So I do see this as in the past, like there were things about people that on the surface it seemed like it was wish fulfillment, but when you dug a little deeper and got to know them more, or the situation went on and on, you started to see that it's not really what you wanted. So you had to make a choice with the Lover's card and do what you know was best. So now let's look at this Virgo I analyze. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords. So this is about making choices that are best for you. Choose not to really argue or fight with people. And here you go, the Six of Swords comes right after that, where you get to move on. So yeah, you chose to do what you know was better for yourself and what would make you happy in the long term, instead of staying in some, you know, fanciful relationship that really didn't have any depth to it. It had all the feelings, but it didn't have the works to go along with it. So you had to strategize your own way of building relationships from this point forward, because you have a new identity about yourself because of what you went through and what you learned in the process. So you chose to move on and move forward with as much peace as you can. And then you chose to move on too, because even though what was created was something that was very beautiful, that you get to take with you when you move forward, there are things about that past relationship that drove you away from it because you needed a peace of mind. Yeah, you wanted to get away from being tied up mentally in secrets, I want to say. Always feeling like you're the last one to know things, not a good feeling. So Jupiter is going to give you a benefit to following your intuition. Ooh, and we got the Three of Cups. So that talks about, you know, reunions, being with like-minded ones, in my opinion, because it's Cancer. So this is like commencing with the soul tribe, or Jupiter is allowing you the benefit of feeling and finding what your soul tribe actually feels like, since now you have a better understanding of why you're here and who you're destined to connect with. It makes this life journey, although it does have its ups and downs, it makes it that much more emotionally satisfying, because now you have a whole new wiser perspective when it comes to moving forward with partnerships and relationships of all kinds, especially when it comes to those who will be the closest to you. Aquarius is about being distant. So maybe it's been a while since you've been able to hang out or go out with friends, or just be around people who have the same vibrational feeling about life that you do. But Jupiter is going to gift you with bringing those like-minded people closer to you in some sort of way. Now again, Jupiter, long distance, Aquarius, distant, period. So you may not be this close to them. You might not be this close to them, but you will start to be able to converse with people at a distance that makes you feel like you guys are getting closer, even though you're at a distance. And it'll help, again, the benefit will push away those who are conflicted about who they are, or they may have conflictions, or you may be sure of yourself, but they may be conflicted about how you feel about how you want to move on in your life right now. So during that analyzation process, you do allow yourself to, you know, check, okay, you know, you cool, but, you know, fuck you. You cool, but fuck you. Like you just got to go through those things in your life, whether it's a job or, you know, friends, family even included, because even though they could be blood related, that doesn't automatically make them family. And that's the benefit that Jupiter gives you with this Cancer energy here, this Mercury and Cancer energy, is that you get to, when you speak your truth and you allow yourself to be nurtured by that truth, those who vibrate on that same wave will come to you, and that again is your blessing, and you'll be able to sit with that, you know, contentment that you know you did the right thing for yourself. Okay, so I was about to say Aquarius. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, but Aries, this is your Libra season reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it very, very much, and see you next week. Peace.
Trying to find the significance of what you mean. Breaking through glass cages inside of me. Surfing and swimming in a never-ending sea. Finding missing puzzles to keep. Crack the cracking for everyone to sleep. Illusions walking and living like zombies. Allowing people to play with my mind like chess piece. Stole the key to my psyche. Now for years I just wanna hide me. Deflowered and free. Initiations with time remind